I once had to walk onto a job where a young lad, really eager, bright guy, had just taken on a contract for £600 to clean a beautiful K-Rend home. He pulled up with a standard pressure washer, plugged in a turbo nozzle, and started blasting away at that facade. Within 20 minutes, he had permanently stripped the pigment right out of the through-coloured render, leaving massive, jagged white gouges all down the front elevation. That £600 win ended up costing him £14,000 to re-render the entire house. It broke my heart, honestly, but it happens more often than people think in this industry. Coloured render, whether you are dealing with monocouche, K-Rend or silicon-based finishes, is just not built to handle raw force. These materials absorb moisture, they retain salts, and the colour is bound right into the matrix of the render itself. You cannot treat them like old concrete paving slabs or standard painted masonry walls. Coloured render should be cleaned using a controlled soft washing process, not aggressive pressure washing. That brings me to what I consider an absolute non-negotiable in my daily workflow, and that is the 30-minute test patch protocol. Before you ever lay a single hose on a client property, you go round to an inconspicuous area, maybe behind a soil pipe or down at the base behind a shrub, and you apply a tiny spot test of 1.5% active sodium hypochlorite solution. You wait 30 minutes. Why? Because you need to verify how that specific render batch reacts. Is it going to bleach out the pigment? Is there an unexpected iron stain that is going to turn bright orange? That 30 minutes saves your profit margin and your reputation. I tell every contractor who comes through our training programs, your pre-job survey routine is your armour. I carry a magnifying glass and a high-resolution camera on every initial visit. I'm taking close-up macro photos of every pre-existing hairline crack, every area of friable or crumbling render, and every bit of old algae damage before my foot even steps on their driveway. You document it, you walk the client through it, and you get it signed off. When you show that level of thoroughness, you are instantly setting yourself apart from every splash and dash operator out there. Now, let us talk about getting the chemistry right once you are ready to treat the elevation. People often ask me, Mark, why can I not just crank up the chemical mix to 4 or 5% and speed up the job? Well, stronger is definitely not better when it comes to soft washing coloured render. Keeping your active sodium hypochlorite strength strictly between 1% and 2% is the sweet spot for safely lifting organic biofilm without risking surface degradation. The secret weapon here is not higher concentration, it is dwell time and surfactant technology. When you blend that mix with a dedicated soft wash surfactant like Clever Wash, you dramatically drop the surface tension of the liquid. The chemical actually clings to the vertical wall instead of just running off into the flower beds. It clings. It penetrates deep into the pores of the render where the biological root structure lives, and it holds the active product in contact with the algae for maximum cleaning power. How you apply that chemistry matters just as much as what is in the tank. You always start spraying from the bottom of the wall and work your way upwards at ultra-low pressure, strictly under 50 psi. If you start at the top, the chemical solution runs down dry, dirty render and creates permanent runoff streaks that are nearly impossible to blend out later. By applying bottom to top, the surface is uniformly wetted with active solution. Once the dwell time has done its job and the red or green algae has completely oxidized, you follow up with a gentle, high-volume soft rinse to clear away the chemical residues and organic debris. Mastering these surface-specific techniques is what elevates you from a guy with a pressure washer into a true exterior cleaning professional. It builds long-term trust with property owners, facilities managers, and survey teams who need to know their surfaces are in safe hands. If you want to dive deeper into these standards and protect your business, head over to softwashing.uk. You can explore our CPD certified Softwash training course, earn your approved Softwash applicator credentials, and join a growing community in the National Association of Softwash. Learn the chemistry, protect your client properties, and build a business you are proud of. Thanks for listening today, and stay safe out there.